Don't let it happen. Make it happen. Set your priorities straight. Think of what you want most right now and in the long term. Take your diet, your exercise, your sleep, your relationships within your family, at work, with your friends. All of these things, consider them now and choose what your priorities are. That's the first step. Step number 2, you need to create a system, a routine for prioritizing what you just said you would. Nothing happens without a plan. Nothing happens by accident. Your goals will not come to you just because you want them to. You have to work for them, and that means being consistent with a routine that works. Once you've created a system or a routine that works for you, then you have to remind yourself. You have to look back on a daily and a weekly basis and evaluate yourself and say, did I really give my 100% effort? If you did, then good for you, because you're one step closer to your goal. If you didn't give 100% and you failed for some reason, you made an excuse, you didn't follow through, you have no one to blame but yourself. Restart the next day, not the next week. Restart today. There is no hope for people who push things off, who procrastinate. There is no way that you will reach your goals, dreams, and desires if you do not prioritize something. For me, my training is number one priority right now. That's why it's 3:30 a.m. and I'm about to go get a workout in before I train a client at 6 a.m. That's why I worked a closing shift last night, got home at about 10:30 p.m., was in bed by 11, and I'm up right now. I barely have coffee in me. That's not what's keeping me going. You want to know what's keeping me going? Well, a couple months down the line, you're going to see the results. I'm going to be leaner. I'm going to be stronger than I ever was. I'm going to be mentally healthier. And then I can choose my next priority. You might say, well, I thought you need sleep. I thought you need sleep to function. And what about your diet? Shouldn't that be number one if you're looking to lose weight? The answer is yes, but it depends on the context. Right now, what I'm looking for is a mental commitment to this goal of mine. I want to be able to hit 195 pounds by my birthday, which is in about a month. I've set a timeline for myself. I've set a date on the calendar, and that is what gets me up every day now. I have to tell myself that I will do this no matter what. I know that I have it within my power to reach my goal, so why should I not? What kind of excuse would it take to hold me back from reaching my goal? There's a lot to think about here. But remember that you have to set your priorities. You have to make things happen. You cannot let them happen to you. You have to be proactive, not reactive, or you'll find yourself in situations more than not that you wouldn't like to be in. You'll have no control over your own life, and when you have no control over your own life, it's harder to have good relationships with other people. And when it's harder to have good relationships with other people, your own mental health declines. You don't see your own value in society. The solution to all of that starts back with you. It starts with the individual. It doesn't start by someone giving you a handout and saying, well, here's $10,000. You can go start a gym now. It doesn't start by someone coaching me, someone telling me what I need to eat or how much I need to train in order to lose the weight that I need to lose. I know I have these capabilities within me to do it on my own. Therefore, I will do it on my own. I don't need the support of anyone. I don't need a network of people cheering me on constantly because I am doing it for myself. I am being selfish, or so it may seem. Sometimes you'll find that's a habit you need to practice. If you can't take care of yourself, you're going to find it very hard to take care of anyone else. All this is to say, whatever results in your life, 95% of it is going to be up to you. There will always be some things that happen that you have no control over. And that's understandable. But if you have the right mindset, a strong mindset, you will be able to move past those things and control what you can to better the results you see in the future. I'm not just talking physically. I'm not just talking about exercise. I'm talking about forming your will, forming a strong mind that will allow you to triumph over any occurrences in your life. Anything bad that happens to you, if you have a weak mind, it will take you down and it will keep you there for days, weeks, and maybe years. If you have a strong mind that you've built through means of physical training, of mental training, then you'll be able to cope with it. You'll be able to see the positive side of everything and move past it and not let it affect you. There's something to be said about training yourself physically so that you can have a stronger mind. That is the reason why I train. I don't have any major competitive goals. I don't want to, and I don't see myself being a top level elite powerlifter or an elite strongman. I'm not that talented. I may be strong, but I'm not the strongest. I may be smart, but I'm not the smartest. It doesn't matter because what I do for my own well-being far into the future. Set your priorities. Create a routine and stick to it no matter what. If you give excuses to yourself, there is no one that you won't give an excuse to. And that can land you in all sorts of horrible places in life, and you'll wonder how you got there. It's because of you. This is all on you. Think about it. Give it some thought. Create your plan. Take action.